Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. If you guys are liking digital assets or the content on this channel, make sure you press the like button, subscribe, and comment something down below. It really helps out the channel. I appreciate it a ton. So if you guys could just do that, I love y'all. Now, first article of the day is major Ripple supporter sells all of her XRP holdings due to the toxic community. Well, I guess most people already know who we're talking about here, but yes, it is Tiffany Hayden. Tiffany Hayden, once one of Ripple's biggest supporters and self-proclaimed CEO of XRP, has sold off her holdings in XRP due to the constant attacks from the XRP community. The blockchain advisor said that the constant attacks she suffered from Ripple supporters caused her to sever ties with the project. To quote in her saying, "I'm not holding XRP anymore, XRP supporters, so find something else to talk about." Now I find this really peculiarly interesting, because Tiffany Hayden is a really big, I guess, XRP supporter, or at least used to be, with 75,000 followers, a lot of which she gained from really being an active figure in XRP or in the Ripple community. And I just find it interesting how she just left it all behind, right? And also, I guess, takes a completely different approach by saying this. Crypto Joe said on Twitter, "After years of holding XRP, I've fully divested from it. Ripple is a great company, but XRP is a dead-end project with a horribly toxic and counterproductive community following. I might be interested in Ripple stock after the IPO, but the hell with XRP." And she retweeted that, kind of showcasing us the middle finger for anybody who's still holding XRP, right? Even though she was one of the early and most vocal supporters out there. She explained that XRP community has been attacking her character ever since she revealed that the network was suffering from vulnerabilities that could halt its operations. Hayden further elaborated to a follower that XRP supporters are disparaging her constantly. To quote, "Wherever XRP supporters congregate, they have nothing better to do than talk shit about me, which my parents and children have the pleasure of reading. I'm done. Find somebody else to demonize and spend your life bitching about." She also claims to have been excluded from the network by its gatekeepers after spinning an expensive validator to help with the vulnerabilities. That's pretty interesting. Her LinkedIn still says CEO of XRP. Okay. And XP community proves its hostility once again. Well, okay. This isn't the first time that hostility from XRP community caused problems. Back in 2018, Hive One, formerly known as Crypto Influencers, a platform that lists influential figures in major crypto communities, was forced to eliminate its section on Ripple. The Hive team said the platform came under very heavy scrutiny after highlighting David Swartz, aka Joel Katz on Twitter, Ripple CTO, as the influential person in Ripple. While Hive noted that the data is merely informational, the Ripple community has shown such a high level of hostility towards the platform that it was forced to eliminate the entire section. I guess, that's also kind of a brothership. I don't know how to really put it out there in the right words, but it's like, if they want to get something done that's hostile towards XRP or Ripple, they'll get it fixed. They don't stand for that type of stuff, which is to me actually quite a good thing. Think about it. Anything they want to get done, they're getting it done. If you're hurting Ripple, you got to take the full front load, because it ain't coming up easy. You ain't doing that easily. It's definitely not a simple thing to do. Ripple itself hasn't been a stranger to drama, as it's facing class action lawsuit and trying to prepare for the IPO, yada yada yada. But what do you guys think about the situation here surrounding Tiffany Hayden? Do you think it's kind of a childish move? Do you think it's a very smart move because of her kids and her family, whatever? Do you guys think XRP community caused it? Do you think she caused it herself? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Put it in the comment section down below. And also don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video. Ripple expands global hiring spree, moves to scale XRP ecosystem. So even though many are deteriorating and shrinking, diminishing, Ripple's expanding. Yeah, Ripple is expanding. Ripple's posting a slew of new job openings across the globe. A number of open positions are designed to help the San Francisco-based company further develop the XRP ecosystem, while others are focused on improving Ripple's XRP-powered cross-border payment product on-demand liquidity, which also uses XRP. One of the new listings is for a project marketing senior manager at Spring, Ripple's XRP-focused fundraising and development arm. The job ad sheds light on the company's plan for the division's future. Spring is seeking an experienced and entrepreneurial product marketing leader to drive our go-to-market efforts. This role sits at the heart of defining Spring's strategy. In close collaboration with leadership, product and engineering, and developer relations, you will own the strategy and roadmap for Spring go-to-market, including developer segmentation, positioning, and overall narrative. Ripple's looking to fill a total of 9 positions at Spring, ranging from senior infrastructure engineer to senior director of product management. And the company is searching for a long freaking list of applicants in the United States and abroad, including an account manager based in Sao Paulo, Brazil, a project manager at SBI Ripple Asia, a communications manager in Singapore, and a liquidity senior project management manager in San Francisco, among others. Many more, I believe. You can actually check. I think you can already check it on or on their website or on LinkedIn for the whole list. But here on LinkedIn, you'll see the product marketing senior manager at Spring. If you want to apply for that, if you think you have the qualifications. I really don't know how Ripple pays, actually. I've never actually done my digging on that to see if Ripple pays very well or if it's more like an entrepreneurial thing where you're like expanding your horizon and just doing something to change the world but not getting the best pay. I really have no idea. You would think Ripple would be able to pay it though, right? I mean, if they got so much XRP, right? They could pay that type of stuff. But yeah, maybe it's something cool to find out as well. If you guys know anything about that, let us know in the comment section down below. Before we get into that, XRP Mister said, "You don't need a finance degree to know this won't end well." And it's actually a retweet from Alex Saunders who says, "Breaking news. Italy suspends mortgage payments for the entire country of 60 million people. For some respective Aussie households have 3 times mortgage debt than Italy, we're heading into a massive recession. Are you taking the situation seriously yet?" And I don't know how this works right here. Do they mean the whole of Australia has a 3 times more mortgage debt than Italy, the country? You know, Australia 3 times over Italy? Or do they mean, you know, literally each person has like 3 mortgages or their mortgages are 3 times as high? You know, because it also is about the amount of people, but I don't know how many people Australia has there. But it's really a crazy situation. It's like full-on warfare. It's kind of looking like already, you know, Corona against the system. It's breaking everything. It's breaking everything, but it's kind of good because one thing was gonna break it, and maybe it's better to happen now than later. You know, rather sooner than later, because it had to happen anyway, and it will get fixed with time. So you know, it might take a year or two, but it will get fixed. It's no worry. I don't worry about that type of stuff. KG Speaker or SPQR said, "If you lock up money, market funds, people will take their money out of banks. Then they close the banks. Then people sell their stocks. Then they close the stock market, and every time you shut one path to liquidity, people are going to turn to another path. XRP is a new liquidity." It's an interesting approach to it all, and well, yeah, I guess it's a good way to see everything. It's pretty cool if you think about it. All right, then Kevin Gage, who said something completely different, which I don't completely agree with. He says, "If you think XRP will hit $10, XXX dollars, or XXX digits, I don't really think it matters if you buy at 15 cents or 20 cents. I'm here for one thing, an ROI. Take profits." I don't agree. I don't agree at all with what Kevin Gage says here. Reason for it is, well, if you buy, for example, at 10 cents, right, or you buy at 20 cents, if it goes to $10, let's say you bought 1,000 XRP, right? At 10 cents, if you buy your 1,000 XRP, at 10 cents, it will be times 100, right? Because we would go, yes. So your $1,000 will be, or let's say $1,000 worth, yes, please. That makes it simpler for me. At $10, your $1,000 worth is going to be 100,000. If you bought the whole thing at 20 cents, though, it's going to be 50,000. You know, at 15 cents, then I guess gets off half of the profits again. But you guys get the story there. You're taking, like, in this case here, 25% less profit. So, for example, if it goes to $10, it would have to go to, like, let's say, for example, or no, if it goes to $15, for example, it needs to go to $20 to get the same amount of profit that you would have gotten at $15. If you guys get my idea here, it would have to go to $1.50 or to $2 to get the same amount of profit. It's really kind of crazy, but it's the truth. And those sleeves are ridiculously big in the grand scheme of things. So, for example, if we think even further, if you're thinking, all right, it's going to get to XXX dollars, so, 100 plus, if you buy everything at 15 cents, it needs to go to $150 to get the same ROI as if you were to buy at 20 cents, it needs to go to $200. And you guys see what I'm trying to go for there? Every time there's a 25% discrepancy there, and it's a lot of money. Right, it's a lot of money. $100,000 or $75,000, 1 million or 750,000. 1 billion or 750 million is still a frick ton of money if you think about it. 25% is a freaking lot. And right now, these prices are also close together. But every cent you buy cheaper right now, in percentage, is so much money over the longer term. And that's why I'm always telling you guys, it's not that important if your average price is, I guess your average price, a little bit higher than, 11 cents. If it's 21 cents, for example, you'll still be fine, right? You'll still be fine. But it does matter a lot if you are able to buy under 15 cents, for example, because it's just so much extra profit over a longer term. And that's why I always recommend people to get their average price down as low as possible, because it's just so much money to be made right there if you do it correctly. And then last but not least, Ripple breaking this single level will spark a strong rebound. Ripple is currently correcting higher from the 0.1981 monthly low against the US dollar. XRP price must break 21 cents and 21.50 to start a recovery in the near term. Ripple price is currently consolidating above the 20-cent pivot level against the US dollar. The price is facing a lot of hurdles near the 21 and 21.50 levels, and there is a key bearish trend line forming with resistance near 20.85 on the hourly chart of XRP to USD, and the price could correct higher towards 21.50, above which it might surge toward 22.50. So yeah, we'll see about that, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you press the like button, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll see you guys again.